we jump into a demo, sometimes I think it's a little bit easier to get our hands around understanding something if we take a look at a demo. So could you show us the front end of Pocket Buildings?
Absolutely. I'm just going to do a real quick screen share here, Dan.
And while Greg is getting set up for Matterport service providers, stay tuned. We're gonna show how to make money with Pocket Buildings. But before we get there, I think it's really kind of helpful to really understand what Pocket Buildings is, and that's what Greg's going to demo for us.
Thanks, Dan. Given that we are a visual platform, it usually makes more sense when people actually open it up and see it. So we are a 100% web-based application built on the cloud. So our backend is backed by AWS. Everything that we do here is completely visual in nature. So when you log in to Pocket Buildings, on the left-hand side, you'll notice the map feature over here. On right, we organize everything by portfolio. We get that question a lot. How is your application structured? Had one of the members of the network reach out to me yesterday and said, hey, are you organized by building, by floor? How do you do it? Very simple. At a high level, we're based on portfolio, buildings making up a portfolio, and then content that's assigned to each individual building. And then I'll walk you through exactly how we go about sharing either any of those, entire portfolio, building, or just subsets of information. So over here on the right-hand side, we've got a couple of different portfolios. This is my demo account. You can always turn the map off, pop in to a fully populated portfolio using visual cues and the address to actually jump into a building here. So you can see I've got a portfolio with 43 buildings, one with only 5. I am the quote unquote owner of all of these portfolios. As we move down below, we'll see that I've been invited to other buildings. So you can maintain different levels of permission inside of any portfolio. So it normally makes...
So Greg, before you go on, if we could just go back to that portfolio page, because I think we just need to do a little translations for the benefit of Matterport service providers. So I might be a leasing agent, and these are all the buildings that I am presently involved in leasing. I might be selling buildings. These might be the buildings that are for sale. I might be a REIT where I physically own these buildings. I might be a property management company where I manage these properties even though I don't own them. So it can be organized at the big picture level of from one building to 5 buildings to one continent to multiple continents.
Absolutely. So the beauty of the system is that we do everything per building. The way you organize your portfolios is completely up to you. You know, we've got REITs that organize by geo, right? So North America, East, Central, West. We have folks, brokers using it that have an active portfolio and then a passive portfolio that they're not doing anything on, but they're just retaining the information. Like you said, we have property managers that break down their buildings into different tenants. One of your users reached out to me yesterday again and asked like, hey, if I have different clients, can I give them access or can I set it up in such a way that they only see the buildings that are in their portfolio? And that is really the beauty of the system. You can have a client assigned to a single portfolio. You could break it down if you had 20 buildings and do 20 individual portfolios if you'd like to do it that way, or restrict access and invite users only to the building. So again, we designed it to be as flexible as possible to deal with all those use cases.
Okay.